Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell and join the GLAM fam. I do upload new videos every week, and when I'm not on YouTube, you can follow me at LILLY. Today we're gonna get lashy. That's right, we're doing a Lash 101 tutorial. I am dedicating this entire video to eyelash application. The tools I use, the lashes I like, what you need and what you don't need, and what works for me. Not to say that this is the only way to do it. These are the only lashes, these are the only applicators. There are tons of ways you can put your lashes on. There are tons of lashes out there. I am just gonna show you guys what has worked for me and the different applicators and lashes that I have found tried and true over the years. So I have been wearing lashes for over 2 decades. I was a professional dancer for the NBA. I was a competitive dancer, a beauty pageant girl. My mom wore lashes her whole life. So I have learned a lot over the years, and this is just techniques that I like, and they're pretty simple, I'm gonna tell you that. So hopefully you guys get something out of this, you learn something, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced. I hope this is helpful to you, so without further ado, let's get started. You guys, let's get started. This is so weird because usually I say, oh, I'll put my lashes on and I'll be right back. And right now I have no lashes on. I want you guys to see how, I'm gonna do like a before and after. I'm gonna show this picture right here. So this is before and after. I just want you guys to see what lashes do. I mean, they're magic, okay? They're very magical little creatures. I used to have really beautiful, long, thick lashes, and then I got lash extensions and it just completely destroyed them. And when I started actually doing YouTube, because I was putting on false lashes so much, probably more than I would normally do, I started realizing, okay, now they're starting to come out. And you know what? They just never really grew back the same. So that's okay. I'm okay with that. I love putting fake lashes on anyways. It's just so fun. I mean, my mom wore lashes every single day for her entire adult and teenage life. She just has been wearing, she should have invested in Ardell and Duo Glue, because I tell you, she just had, I mean, I just remember sitting there by her makeup table and watching her put her lashes on, and I was like, someday I get to do that. And she used to do it when I used to dance and I was younger, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got lashes. I get to have that feeling. And now that I'm older, I'm like, I can't even go to the grocery store without my lashes. Oh my goodness, it's bad, but I love them, and that's okay. To each their own. It's not for everybody. And a lot of people do lash extensions, and as my mom got into, as they became popular, she started using that. But she, in her defense, didn't have a lot of hair, so she didn't have any hair on her body at all. Her skin was like baby butt soft. It was so beautiful. She had the most beautiful skin, and she died with the most beautiful, I can't even talk about it. I get emotional. So I need to stop talking about it because it really does bring back so many good memories of her. But okay, enough. If you're new to my channel, I lost my mom last year, almost a year, or about a little over a year ago, in July of last year, so it's still very, very raw. But anyway, this video just kind of like makes me think of her, because she always had her lashes on, and she was just such a lash person. So I need to not get emotional. Okay, I got to get through this video. Anyway, there are so many lashes on the market. I know it could be so intimidating to most people, and a lot of girls like to wear them, but they just don't know how to apply them, and they don't know there's so many tips and tricks, and honestly, there are so many different ways to do it. It really just comes down to your preference and what works for you. I'm gonna teach you what works for me. You can watch somebody else's video and it may be completely different. So just bear that in mind. I'm not saying this is how you do it and this is the rule and nobody else is right because this is how I do it. I'm not saying that at all, because there are so many different ways of applying lashes. So find a method that works for you, find the lashes that work for you, and find the glue that works for you. I started off with Ardell lashes. I think Ardell has beautiful lashes. I'll show a picture right there. Those are some of my favorite Ardell lashes. But as I graduated through the years, I started realizing there were other great companies that come out with amazing lashes. So I'm going to show you some of my favorites, and okay, I've got a lot. My absolute two side-by-side favorites are LILLY lashes, and I like the faux Miami. I like Miami, but I really like the faux Miami the best, okay? These are my absolute favorite. I get these at Ulta and LILLYLashes.com, just depends on who's having the better deal. And then there's my Amy June lashes, which are my everyday lashes. I think Amy June, she is a doll, a sweetheart, who came up with an amazing lash line at such an affordable price point, and they are amazing lashes. You guys will see them in all of my videos because a majority of my videos I use these lashes. But I do love the LILLY lashes as well. So I would say that they're tied, but looking at $26 and $10. So it just depends on your price point and what you want to spend. But oh, they're both amazing lashes. I use the Eve more than anything. That's my absolute favorite. I'd probably say this is my #1 just because of the price point, and she always has wonderful discounts. She always gives you a handwritten card with 20% off your next purchase. So that's amazing. I love that about Amy June lashes. I also like Baddie Bees. I think Baddie Bee lashes are amazing. These are the #INSTAHOE girl. I love these. These are so great. These are very dramatic though. These are like, bow, here's my lashes, but they are really pretty. I love these. So Baddie Bee has amazing lashes as well. And then this is the newest company to hit the market. I am not a fan of magnetic lashes. I think a lot of us out there have tried them, especially when they first started coming out on Instagram. And I tried them and I was like, this is ridiculous. This is just terrible. And then Ardell and all these companies started producing them. And I'm like, why? They're not that great. Well, this girl, this CEO came out with Glamnetic Lash. And she's the same kind of girl as I am, just that girl that loves to wear lashes every day, tried the magnetic ones, hated them, and then came out with her own. And this is like very innovative in a sense because she used some different innovative ways of doing it where it actually does work. I will do this in a separate video because I want to just stick to strip lashes, which are more common. But this comes with a liner. Well, it doesn't come with it. You have to purchase it. These can be kind of pricey though, because I spent, I want to say like closer to $80 between the lashes and the glue, which is like a liner glue. So not like a glue, but you know, like kind of like those liner ones where the magnetic sticks to it, but this is like way better than that. This is just, if you're gonna wear magnetic lashes, this is the way to go. Same concept, paint it on like an eyeliner, plop them on. They stay pretty good. This is a learning curve though, so I am still practicing with this, and until I get perfect, I'm not gonna do a video, okay? So we're gonna kind of hold off on that, but this is available, and I really like her story. You can look her up online. But anyway, those are really great for like magnetic lashes. Today, we're gonna stick to just strip lashes, and we're gonna use my Amy June's because that's what I normally wear, and it's just kind of my go-to, okay? And then we have the different types of glues. There's so many different glues. Duo was my original, okay? Just the regular tube one. I don't even own it anymore, but that was the one my mom got me started on, and I liked it. It's not my favorite, and still a lot of makeup artists actually use that glue. But then they came out with like the painted type, right? Where you can just paint it on your lashes, okay? Or you can paint it on your eyelid, however you want to do it. It's up to you. There's no rules in makeup. You make up your own rules and what works for you. And then House of Lashes came out, and I absolutely fell in love with this glue, and I was like, this is way better than Duo. Okay, this is amazing. Like, I just love, love, love this glue. And now it's sold at Target. All right, now Amy June. So Amy June, you guys know I love her lashes, just came out with her own glue. So I'm so excited. We're gonna use that one in this video. Velour Lashes also has, they have really good lashes as well. I don't own any right now. I'm out of them, so, but they have really good lashes as well. They're kind of the experts in lashes, like LILLY and House of Lashes. They've been out for a while. They're sold in Ulta and VELOURLashes.com. So I was curious because I've never tried their glue, and this is supposed to be kind of like the same concept. It's clear. They have a black one too, and they did come out with their liner glue, which I didn't, this is the sample size because I actually returned the full size, and I did that in my Sephora haul. I wasn't a fan of this. It just wasn't. This is just the sample size that I got through points, but Not a big fan of that one. So I do want to try like their regular glue and see if that one works. So, I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many glues, it's hard to do it all in one video. Maybe I'll do that in another video. So we'll do the Amy June today, and then we're gonna try out the Lily Lash Liner Glue because I wanna see if it's any different, and I haven't tried this one out, than the Velour Lash Glue. So I'll show you two different ways of applying lashes. So we'll do Amy June, normal on the strip, and then we'll do the Lily Lash over here. This one is kind of one of those ones where it has a ball in there. So it does say on the instructions, whenever you have that, or even like I've been using the Glossier Brow Flick, you want to make sure you store them upside down because then it makes sure the ink gets down there so that it's ready to go when you apply it and it doesn't dry out as fast. So always make sure you store them, you know, with the cap down when you're in your little, like I put it in like a little cup holder thing. So make sure you store it down. You don't have to worry about it with these kind of glues, but when you use anything like that, liquid liners, liquid brow flicks, I do have the new Anastasia. I have two colors now, like the brow flick type microblading thing. And then I also have the new Benefit one. So stay tuned for that, but we'll stick to lashes for today. All right, let's get to the application process. So what you need, I am an old school kind of girl, and I'm just gonna show you what works for me because I just feel like that's what works for me. And like I said before, you need to do what works for you. So what works for me is just a simple pair of tweezers. These are just old tweezers, nothing special about them. I do have the Lily Lash pointed ones that I can't seem to find, but honestly, they weren't a tight enough grip for me. So I need a good tight grip. I did order the Velour Lashes one, but it didn't come in time and I don't want to procrastinate this video. So we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it today. All right, oh, as I spill everything on the floor, let's bring my mirror in because I do need that. And what you're gonna wanna do is, I like to tilt, I mean, I don't know what kind of mirror you guys have at home, but I like to kind of tilt it to a level where I can see above the eyelid. That is the best way to apply your lashes, is to get a mirror where you're looking on top. I need 10, so there's a 10 in this Simple Human mirror. So it's just like a little oval 10. Here, I'll kind of show you. Oh, can't really see it. Oh, I can flip it. So there's that little mirror right there. So that's what I'm using. I'm gonna push that up like that, okay, so that I can see above it. And then what you're gonna wanna do is always have a pair of like scissors. I really like the Velour scissors. I think they're amazing. They are nice and sharp and they cut really, really good. So this is kind of my old ones, but they last a good 6 times because I use them so much and I wear very glam makeup. If I'm just going for like more natural days, I can use them a little bit longer, but when I'm wearing like metallics and glitters and like that, it just gets messy. And I did order the Velour Lash. I'll show a picture right there, the cleaner. And I'm gonna try that out. I just ordered the travel size because I wanna see how it works. Let's just go over this really quick because I was just gonna do it, but I do believe it can get kind of tricky. So what you can do is just take your tweezers, take the corner, and then just kind of peel it off. You wanna make sure that you're being extremely careful. So these have a little bit lighter band. I kind of bend them and start molding them while they're still kind of have that tackiness on it. And you can do this with the glue. All right, here we go. So you'll always want your scissors because what you wanna do before you put the glue on is measure them out, okay? Because if they're too long, then sometimes that corner can kind of start lifting. Now, for me, okay, I will cut off a little bit of that corner right there, but for me, I don't really, this is just my preference, okay? I don't really like cutting them. I end up cutting them and then I end up hating them and then I end up ruining them. So I tend not to cut them really unless they're extremely too long, and I have a pretty long area there. So I don't typically have to cut them. The only time I'll cut something is like if there's like a little corner thing that's gonna bother me. So like there's usually a little strip at the very, very end that has like a little, it kind of starts to like bother me a little bit. But other than that, I mean, I tend to just really like to keep the length that it comes with. So that's just my preference though. A lot of people like to really, really cut them, and you know what, and maybe that makes them stay better and not lift in the corners. Let me tell you, There are good days to lashes and there are really bad days to lashes. So it just really, really depends on the day. I'm telling you guys, it's a nightmare sometimes. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like let's just stick to glue today, and then I'll do the LILLY liner on another day. I just kind of feel like I really want to keep this pretty basic. All right, this part you can skip if you do just your normal, like, I like the Kat Von D tattoo one. If you just do like a wing look or just regular eyeliner on top, I don't typically do that. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't, unless I'm going for like a real glamorous look. But I'm doing my everyday lash today. So I am just gonna use this Shu Uemura. Hourglass and Revlon both have one. I did not think the Revlon one was that good. This is the 1.5 millimeter pencil, which is good because it really gets into that waterline. Now, I did a video, I just filmed the Gucci one, which the Gucci one just came out, so check out that video. So, I already have mascara on, but typically I don't. And I don't like putting my lashes on with mascara on, to be honest with you. I am old school. I truly believe that you put the mascara on if you need to afterwards, but I don't really like, I tried to take off some of it, putting on mascara before I put my lashes on. It's so funny, I was talking about it with my best friend, Jen, and we were talking about it because we've been wearing lashes for so many years. I mean, we danced for the NBA and you have Dora false lashes. So we, you know, back then it was all Ardell, and I remember Ardell 105s. Jen, if you watch this video, remember those 105s? So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of shadowing it a little bit. It's nothing too dramatic. I have more almond Asian style eyes. So if I put liner on top, it's just gonna make them look smaller. So for my girls out there with hooded eyes, small eyes, Asian style eyes, almond shape eyes, remember that. If you put liner on top, you're just making them look smaller, okay? So do it on the bottom in that tight line waterline area, and then put your lashes on and your eyes are gonna look a lot bigger. I know the eyeliner tends to make it look better, don't get me wrong, it really can up your game with your lashes, but I don't know, personally I just don't really like it. So I'm just making sure again to do this. My mom used to actually wrap it around the bottle like that, so while she was putting her tight line on or doing something else. She had something like this though. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know what she had. I don't know if it was eyeliner or what it was, but she had this, and then she would wrap that and just make sure it's tight. So I always did that, even when I was putting my lashes on during like game day or something like that. I always did that, and then I would just wait. And it just kind of makes it so that it starts giving that natural groove of your lashes. And sometimes I forget to do this, to be quite honest, but when I was going through like, what am I gonna talk about? Because I've been getting a lot of requests and I'm listening to you guys. I have my faithful subscribers that are just so amazing. I love you guys. Now I'm gonna take the Amy June lash glue, okay? The trick to this is timing it. And it's getting that perfect time of tackiness where it's not too dry and it's not too wet. And that's where it can get tricky. It can get tricky, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we're just going to make sure that we go from the one corner and then all the way around, okay? We're just going all the way around, and make sure you really glue those corners. So make sure you get enough glue on those corners where that's where it tends to lift the most, okay? Just remember that. The corners are always the first ones to go at a party. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let that dry. And I love this little Lilly Lashes eyelash tray, so I just put it in there like that, and it just holds it. It's so nice. I love this little tray. I'll link everything on the bottom there, you guys. And then, sorry, my top keeps falling off. Doing the same thing on the other side, and keep track of the one you started with. Like, if you know you started with the one in the front, I put it in the back this time, but I always usually put it in the front because then I know which one it is. But of course I didn't do that in the video because why would I make it that easy? All right, and then make sure you screw on your glue really tight because, you know, it can dry out and then you'll be really mad at yourself. So those, all the glues I think are around the same price. I'll put the price point right there. I know Duo, this is a newer one, but I know the Duo and the House of Lashes are both around $9. They're exactly the same price point, so it's not like it's more expensive or anything like that. All right, well that's drying. We're just gonna bring this mirror in a little bit closer. All right, another trick too is to make sure that you are kind of making your eyelashes curl up a little bit. Especially if you have eyelashes that stick straight up, you wanna make sure to really get in there and curl those lashes. It doesn't matter what eyelash curl you have. I think that's a Sephora one, but I also like the Shuamera one. I have it somewhere around here. I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna pop that up like that. Okay. I'm gonna take my tweezers with the pointed side up. I am going to take that and I'm going to like wiggle it like that. For some reason on this side I like to use my tweezers, but this side I like to use my fingers first. Sometimes I'll blow it like that. All right, let's hope you can see me do this. So we're gonna go in the middle first. See, that's the perfect amount of tackiness. And then we'll adjust it with the tweezers. And I'll come in here and just adjust. Let it get tacky first though. Let it kind of dry down a little. The best thing you can do, and it's okay if you get glue on the bottom because you can fix that later. The best thing you can do is just let it set there for a second, okay? Let it set there, let it adjust to your eyes, and then take your tweezers and push it in, and then just kind of adjust them as you're waiting for them to dry down a little. And then just kind of push it up. Make sure it's dry. And don't play with it too much like I'm doing. But eventually I'm going to show you how I pinch it in. But let it dry there. Let it get tacky first, okay? And then go to your other eye while that's kind of drying down. Same thing on this side. You'll pop it in and place it in there. So I'm going to show you that side. I just kind of plopped it in, and I think this one got a little bit more dry, which made it a lot easier to stick to the eye. Like I said, it's all in the timing, you guys. I'm telling you, it's all in the timing. And then since that side's a little bit more tacky right now, I'm going to just take the top of my lid like this and press it in like that. Press it in. Press it in. And then the mascara, when I put it over, is going to blend everything together. And then I take the bottom of my tweezers and I just push it in like that. That's why I say you don't need any fancy tools that they try to sell you on, because let me tell you, all you really need is a pair of tweezers. That's all we had in the past, was just tweezers. My mom said, oh my goodness, why do they have all these tools? It doesn't matter. All you need is a pair of tweezers. And then I just push it. I just keep pushing it in as it's drying down. Let me see. I can probably just do it with this mirror right here so you guys can see me. So I'm just going like this and just pressing it like that, just to make sure it's adhesing to my skin right in that crevice area. And when you wear lash or eyeliner, it is so much easier, let me tell you, because you can hide a lot. You don't have to worry about it having a gap or showing any gaps. And then I like to go on top, but don't do the top until it's really dry. So right now it's pretty dry. It's not dry, but it's a lot drier than it was. So don't do this when it's tacky, because then that will lift it. So just really make sure that you're pressing it. That's why the end of the tweezers are so amazing. Sorry, top keeps falling off, you guys. I'm trying to take my top off for you guys. And so just make sure that you so any kind of tweezers work. So I love these ones. I don't know, they're so old, but I think my mom gave me these, to be quite honest. And yeah, just pushing it in like that. That's the best thing you can do. And then as they're drying, take your hand and just really press it in, you know, pinch it in between your eyelid and the lash. My nieces will probably tell you this is my mom's biggest trick right here. When she was teaching them how to put lashes on. How cute is that? She taught me and then she started teaching them, and they love wearing lashes too. I mean, it must be like a Molina thing. That was our mom's, that was my mom's maiden name. Then I like to take the mascara now that it's really dry, and I love the MAC Extended Play I can't speak today. MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. Whew, that was a tongue twister. All right, I am sweating, you guys. It is hot. I don't know why I wore a long sleeve shirt. That was just crazy. I was freezing earlier when the air conditioner was on, and now I'm hot. It's like I'm hot and cold. All right, and then I'm just gonna take the mascara, and then that's what blends everything together. I'm blending my lashes into the false lashes, and do you see how pretty that looks? Oh my gosh, I think lashes just make a world's difference. And then I'm just gonna put some on the lower lash line. Grant you, I'm putting it over makeup that was done this morning, so it's not as pretty as it normally would be, but it still looks good. I added some shadows in today after my video was filmed. I am using the eye dolls from Pat McGrath. Oh, you guys, I think these are still on sale on her website. I'll link them below. This is my favorite. This is Statuesque, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the color. I can nose contour with this. I've just been using this non-stop. I love them. I love all these eye dolls. This is, I'll put all the colors that I used on the bottom as I normally do, but that's it, you guys. That's pretty much how you put lashes on. It's pretty, I don't want to say simple because it's not simple. Sometimes you can, I was gonna do that actually with the eye dolls, the Pat McGrath eye dolls. The black is really, really black, so it's a good liner one. Sometimes what you can do is use that to press it in too. And sometimes after I'm done, I'll do that. Actually, let's just do that right now. So I'll take, but make sure it's completely dry and stuck on there. So you'll just see any kind of flat brush works. This is just a crown, a cheap brush. Okay, and then you're just gonna go in there and just kind of marry the two together. Just make sure there's no casting of white under there and that everything is kind of blended in. So I'll do that sometimes. I mean, I don't always remember to do it, but you know what? It does make a world's difference when you do it. And it makes your eyes look bigger too, to be quite honest. So if you can remember to do it, it's a really good trick to making them kind of cohesive and blend together and not have any gaps in there. And you really want to get a very pigmented black shadow if you're going to do that. Or you can take like a gel liner or something like that. That works just as well, if not better. So basically that's it, you guys. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can, there's so many different techniques that it's just whatever works for you. And it's just really simple for me. All I need is tweezers, glue, and maybe this lash tray. I can do it without it. It's not that big of a deal, but it is nice to have that. And then scissors, just in case I need to cut off any edges. I, again, particularly don't like to cut my lashes too much. I feel like I ruin them. I don't know, there's something about it. I mean, grant you, if I had really short area and it was way too long, I would have to cut them. But Amy June lashes fit me to perfection, and so do Lily lashes. So I find that I don't really have a problem with that. And so Baddie and Baddie B is another one that I just really find that it just fits my lashes, and Ardell. So I never really have, I guess that's all the lashes. I do like some House of Lashes, but they're not my favorite. I like their glue. I used to like their glue, but I like the other lashes a lot better. But that Amy June lash is pretty good. I mean, the glue. So I really like it. We'll have to kind of see and wear it and see how it plays out, but I have been using it and I haven't had any problems. So the good part is the House of Lashes was making me a little itchy, so I don't know. And it depends on the bottle, so that's what's weird. Sometimes I'll get a new bottle and it's fine, and then other times where I'm like, oh, it's itchy. Now grant you, the House of Lash glue does not budge. I mean, seriously, like it does not budge. So I do find that to be the most long lasting, but I like that if you have sensitive eyes, this Amy June one does not bother me whatsoever. It didn't aggravate my eyes at all. And I don't have any problems with the Duo either. So I do really like that. Those are 3 glues. I do want to try this Velour lash, but since Amy June was the newest one, I wanted to try her out. So, and I like her lashes so much, and I like her so much. So I wanted to try that out. But the velour one, we'll have to see how that one works too. And then of course I love House of Lashes. It kind of almost looks the same almost. This one's a little bit more iridescent on the bottle, but anyway, that's pretty simple. I hope that was helpful, and I hope while I was filming this that you guys were able to see me. So I'll have to look at it when I play it back. So hopefully I didn't cover myself up too much. I'm really, really sorry if I did. But comment below if you want me to try out the eyeliner for the LILLY Lash glue and the magnetic ones on a separate video. I still am practicing with that, so you're gonna have to be a little patient with that if you want to see that video. But comment below. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found some helpful hints, and I hope, you know, that helps you in your eyelash journey. Comment below if you use any of those tips and it works for you, or comment below and let me know if there's any tricks that you do that you like and you want to share with all of my other subscribers. I'm always learning new things, and I like to learn new things. I don't think I know it all, because I don't. I just know what has been working for me, and hopefully that will help somebody else. Thanks, you guys. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Follow me at ChristyAlert on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead.